Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been MIA for a little bit, but school's been kicking my butt. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Chloe Bailey, and I'm worried for her. Now before I get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and to check out my previous videos. Now, when I say I'm worried about Chloe Bailey, I'm not worried about her health or anything like that. Like, it's nothing like that. I'm more so worried about her music career and her success in her music. So, I can't recall like the exact time I was introduced to Chloe and Halle. I remember seeing some of their videos on YouTube, but like I don't know. It didn't really it was just like, oh, they can sing, cool. And then, they got signed under Beyonce's label or whatever. And I remember also watching them on Grownish. I don't really watch that show anymore, but when I watched it, I noticed them on there. Now, both of those girls are very talented, but and I can see their career going a long way. But right now, I'm worried about it. Um, like I could talk about both of them, but I'm more specifically going to talk about Chloe in this video. Now, in the beginning, Chloe and Halle had similar careers. People had a similar outlook on both of them, but now since their careers have gone in two completely different directions, like people have different feelings towards both of them. Like I've noticed a lot on social media that people tend to favor Halle over Chloe just because, Halle's going to be the new Disney princess. She has more of the cutesy girl next door type of vibe, and she's more so focusing on acting than singing at this point. But Chloe, on the other hand, she's done some acting still here and there, but she's more so focusing on her music and her solo career. Now, I listened to Chloe and Halle's album, Ungodly Hour, and I think it's a very good album. You should check it out if you haven't already. But that album has a totally different sound than what Chloe is doing now in her music. So when Chloe came out with Have Mercy, I think, I honestly was disappointed. I was disappointed because I know how talented Chloe is, and it's like this is the best song you can come up with. Like this sounds like a song Meg Thee Stallion would do. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds like a song that I wouldn't really see Chloe doing. Like I was expecting when Chloe and Halle was to go solo. And for one, I think they went solo way too fast. I don't think Chloe had enough of an established fan base to be going solo. And even then, when Beyonce went solo, she was still making similar music to what they would make in Destiny's Child. And because she did that, her fans were able to transfer over to her new music because it still sounded similar. So people were still, on the train and willing to take her solo. However, Chloe's different music direction is different from what it was in Ungodly Hour. It's way different. And a lot of Chloe and Halle fans did not like it because that's not really the type of music they listen to. It seems like Chloe's making this music to like reach out to a bigger audience, but it's really not working in her favor. A lot of her singles aren't great. I'm not even gonna hold you. And it's like I want to like Chloe so bad. I want to like her music so bad. I mean, I still like Chloe, but I just mean like I want to like her music so bad. But it's so hard for me to like her music. Like it's just not music I gravitate towards. It's not hitting it. It's like I'm not feeling it. The songs are very mediocre. Every single song. And there's only one song that I actually like, and it's For the Night with Lotto. But even then, I don't even think Lotto was necessary on the song. Like, she kind of messed up the song. Like, every time the song comes on, I skip past her part. Because it's just not needed. Like, she could have done the song by herself. But yeah, that's one problem, I think. That's one problem why I'm worried for her, because I think in her attempt to branch out to a bigger audience, it's actually like she's actually in the process losing her fans from the beginning because the music she's making now isn't quite the same music that people got attached to when she was making music with Chloe, with her sister. So that's one thing. Also, I noticed people have a big problem with her image. Now, when Chloe and Halle, when they were both growing up, first in the spotlight, they had a very similar image, like two good church girls, that type of image. Halle has kept that similar image, not 100%, but she's kept a similar image to that. Chloe, however, she went to the Rihanna rap, good girl gone bad. Like that's what she's trying to do, right? And people have a problem with it because it doesn't seem authentic. And I have to agree. A lot of the times it doesn't seem authentic. I mean, I'm sure we can all remember her first few posts of, her sucking that lollipop or her just doing really sexual things that just seem random and odd. And you can give her a little grace because she's young. She's still, I mean, I'm young too, but she's still trying to learn learn her style, who she is as a person. So I get it. But a lot of the times it seems forced. Um, and it's like, you don't have to do that. Like when you think about it, a lot of black women entertainers, especially nowadays, are over sexualized to the max. I mean, you can look at all the female rappers who are really in the industry right now because female rap has really taken off the past couple of years. And even then, most of them are black women who are over sexualized, twerking in every video, talking about their coochie, talking about, everything inappropriate. And it's like the audience wants a black girl who's famous, but also doesn't feel the need to be extra. I mean, when you look back at the 90s, 80s, early 2000s music, even then, like, there were black entertainers who didn't do all that. And even then, you expect the sexiness from the female rappers, not so much the pop girls, not so much the R&B girls. I mean, a little bit sexy, obviously, but like the overt sexualization can be a bit much. And it's like, you don't need to do that. Like, people are just like tired of black girls selling sex just to have their music being sold when it's like most of your audience is probably straight women. So, like, we don't need to see you twerking on screen. Like, it's just not necessary. So, I think that's another problem people have. While Hallie, she hasn't really been doing that. I mean, of course, Hallie has some sexy photos as well, but it's not as overt. It doesn't seem as forced. So, that's another thing. I also think about how when that drama between Chloe and Chris Brown, when they were making that new song together, again, another song that's mediocre. Like, it's just okay. I'm not even a Chris Brown fan, so I didn't like get up in arms that she's doing it because literally everyone works with him even after knowing everything about him. So it's just like, I'm not gonna cancel him because I don't even listen to him. But that song was mediocre. So that also caused a rift between Chloe and her fans. It's just, I noticed that Chloe's career might struggle because her fans just don't like what she's doing. Like, they don't like how Chloe is acting now versus how she used to act in the beginning. So people have a problem with that as well. And I'm just worried about her new album because she's supposed to be coming out with a new album soon. She had all the track lists, on there. I'm just worried because a lot of her singles have been trash. I'm sorry, a lot of her singles have not been good. So it's like, it makes me wonder, how is this album gonna sound? Is it gonna, hopefully, it'll be songs that are better than the singles. Hopefully, that's how it'll be, but I'm not too sure. Because what she has come out with now, this hasn't been hitting for me. It just hasn't. And I think another problem is people were putting her up to this high standard of Beyonce. Like, and I'm not even a huge Beyonce fan. Like, I'm not even a fan, period. I mean, I like some of her songs, and she is a good performer. I can give her that. It's just, like, I'm not really a fan. But, like, they gave her this high level she needs to reach while she was just starting up. So it's probably a lot of pressure. She probably feel like she has to do extra just to get up there. But it's like, girl, no, you don't. There is no next Beyonce. Be Chloe Bailey. Like, don't worry about being the next anything. Because no one can be Beyonce, just like no one can be Aaliyah, just like no one can be Rihanna. Like, it's just different. We're just all different people. You can't be the next anything. Because they were saying the same thing about Normani, and Normani ain't doing anything. Like, Normani flopped, okay? But, yeah, so I think that was another problem too, that Chloe may feel like she needs to do extra just because, she wants to live up to that Beyonce standard, especially because her mentor is Beyonce, so she's probably being inspired by Beyonce, doing things that Beyonce used to do, but it's like, you need to figure out your own lane. You need to figure out what works for you, not necessarily what works for Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? So it's just things like that. It makes me worried about her career. Like, I wonder how her career will go because once Hallie's Little Mermaid movie comes out, there's no telling how that would affect both of their career. Because it could be where Halle gets more attention than Chloe, and then, Chloe's album doesn't sell that well because more people are more in tune for her new movie. Because it's going to be a big movie. Whether you like that it's a Black Mermaid or not, it's going to be a big movie. So I'm just worried about how that's going to go. Because I really like Chloe. I want Chloe to succeed. But the way she's going now, like, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a bumpy road for her to be successful. And it sucks because she's so talented. But it's just like, girl, use your vocals. Use your vocals. All her songs, she don't use her vocals. It's simple songs that everybody can sing. Like, what happened to the girlies that would use their vocals? Like, you can sing, Chloe. Like, give us something. Give us something to, like, move our soul. Like, there's no songs today that I can think of that really hits your soul, hits you in the soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know Chloe can do that because she can sing her butt off. But instead, you keep making these mediocre songs just to get plays. But it's like, make songs that are meaningful. Make songs that get you in the mood. Make songs that can impact, like, the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Chloe has the power to be a household name and to actually have a big step in the music career, but the way she's going now, I don't see that happening. I feel like she might fail in that aspect. And I feel like what would be better for her is I think if she stayed with Halle a little bit longer, had built a bigger fan base with them too. Because even now, Chloe and Halle together, they don't have that big of a fan base because their album came out during COVID and they couldn't tour and all that stuff. So, like, that kind of messed with them growing their fan base. So, had they made another album together, that probably could have been more successful and Chloe could have had more fans in her pot before going off solo. And I also think what would have helped Chloe is if she made similar songs, the songs she made with her sister, because then old fans could be like, oh, I like this song from Ungodly Hour, but I also like Chloe's new song because it sounds similar. It don't have to sound similar, but, have that same vibe in songs. So I think that would help too. I also think that would help is if she would stop forcing the sexy image on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with being sexy. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's just like, it don't have to be in every Instagram post. It don't have to be in every music video. It don't have to be in every performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tone it down. It's okay. You don't have to do all that. It's really okay. You know what I'm saying? And even then, now that I think about it, she had a problem. More fans was coming at her because of her sex scene in Swarm. Now, I watched Swarm. I don't really have a review for it because I was just like, what is going on the whole entire show? Chloe was barely even in the show, even though in the trailer they put her as like a big part of the show, she really wasn't. I mean, she was, but she wasn't. So people are even mad at her for having that sex scene because it goes into the stereotype of, the thick Black girl being sexualized all over again. I understand where people are coming from, but I really don't care. It's just like, I feel bad for Chloe because, a lot of fans are just not vibing with her and aren't vibing with her music. So it's going to lead to the downfall of her music. Like, her album might not, do that well. Even the cover for her album is trash. Like, it makes no sense to me. I don't like it. And it's just like, I know you can do better. I know you can. We need some more Black girls that aren't doing rap. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you giving the bare minimum in the music department. Like, I know you can perform. I know you can do what you need to do, but it's like, you can do better than that. I know she can do better than that. And I'm waiting for the day that Chloe realizes that too, and she gives us more than what she's giving right now. But yeah, that's just all I want to say about Chloe. I hope that, she can get in the right with her fans again and make some good music. And I want her career to flourish, but the way it's looking right now, it might not. So let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on Chloe, her music, and whether you think her career is going to flop or not. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.